Good evening. Thank you, Kirsten, for that wonderful introduction. And I just want to start off this evening telling you what Lift is for me and to me. Lift is letting individuals find themselves. Letting individuals find themselves. And I know this because I'm one of those individuals who Lift has assisted and helped me to find me. I just want to share something with you all tonight and tell you that when I first met Lift or Lift found me, it was in March of 2009. This was at a time in my life when I felt lost and afraid. I had just completed 14 months of chemotherapy, and I had separated from the husband of 35 years for the third time. And that's been the last time so far. I have two adult daughters who had moved out of the nest. They had just completed their master's program, and right now they're currently both teachers in the city of Philadelphia, where my home is. I found myself alone in this big 4-bedroom house. It had gotten to a point, I didn't even realize it, but it had gotten to a point where chemotherapy wasn't so bad because at least I was around people, because at this point I had totally isolated myself from everyone. As a result to my illness, I ended up unemployed and I needed a lift. Let me break it down. I think I can make you understand it a little clearer. There was a young lady, and she was charged with setting out on a destination. She had a trip she had to take, and she had to do this alone. And she was so afraid. She said, you know what? I've never gone on a road trip by myself. I've never traveled by myself. I can't do this. She had someone encouraging her, telling her, yes, you can, yes, you can. So, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to try it. So she started out on this trip. She filled her tank up, got her GPS, and found out where she was going. So she started out, and at the very beginning, when she started on the highway, the sun was out. It was a beautiful day. Everything was clear. Everybody was driving in the correct speed, and all was well. So she said, you know what? Maybe this is not so bad. You know what? I think I can do this. And she started on her way. Well, 3/4 of the way through her trip, before she got to her destination, all of a sudden, it got dark. It was dark. The sun went down. It was hailing, sleeting, raining so hard she couldn't even see in front of her hand. She turned the windshield wipers on, and one of them just blew off the car onto the road. She was like, oh my, see, I knew I shouldn't have tried this. I knew I couldn't do this by myself. Well, she stopped to take time to look in the rearview mirror, and all the other cars had stopped and pulled over. She was the only one on the highway. So I would guess it was about 3 miles later. She looked down, and the light had just come on the gas tank. She was on E, and she looked up, and she saw her exit sign. So she called the person who was her encourager and said, you know what, I made it. He said, do me a favor, get out the car, look back, and tell me where those other cars are. So she got out the car and looked back, and she said, they're still in the storm. And I made it through. And I need to tell you that that young lady was me, and that exit sign was Lift. As a direct result of Lift's assistance, I've been able to get my house out of foreclosure, update my resume, gain employment, and continue education with the free computer classes that are held at Lyft on Mondays and Wednesdays. I mean free, free. It's there, look, it's no co-payment. I don't need a referral. It's free. No charge. And this has been amazing because I've been learning so much. I started out in the beginner's class, and now I'm in the intermediate class. Yay. Lyft is not your run-of-the-mill social services organization. At a time in 2003 when businesses and entities were running, packing up and leaving our neighborhood, Lyft decided to park themselves in West Philly. In 2009, when I met Lyft, they were on 60th and Walnut. Right now, they're on 56th and Chestnut, and I live at 58th and Spruce. So in either direction, they're only 2 blocks away from me. I had become ill later on in 2010, and I'm laying in the hospital, y'all. I'm like laying there, and I look up, and here's the whole Philadelphia Lyft team coming to visit me in the ICU. With Lyft, I feel like I'm in a relationship with family. They support me, they push me, they educate me, and they've taught me how to expand my network. From day one, we've built trust with one another. Lyft, I need to tell you guys, you walk the talk. You really do. Your mission of combating poverty and giving people opportunities is ringing true all throughout the states. And I just want to thank you for generously having me come to New York and speak. I'm overwhelmed, I really am. Josh Ramalis, Anissa, and Jordan, and the Lyft team, like I said, they helped me discover strengths that were either buried or I didn't know they were there. Yes, I had accomplished some things. I went to nursing school, and I had a wonderful job at a health insurance company, but when that storm came, I pretty much gave up on myself. So I stand here tonight to announce to you that I've been offered a job, a position at Mercy Hospital of Philadelphia. Thank you. It's a new position that the state of Pennsylvania has come up with. It's called a certified peer specialist. And I'll be working in the crisis center along with individuals that come in, and I'll be the liaison between the patient and the psychiatrist. And they feel that people with life experience can help. So now you see why giving back is so important to me, to be able to actually help someone else through their crisis, through that storm. I can't thank the Lyft team enough, and all of you that are here tonight. I can't thank you enough for your support. This, you see me, this is what you're supporting. You're helping to transform lives every single day. I've referred so many people, I mean, even some of the seniors on my block, even people from my church. Lyft, I need to tell you this. I just want to show you this real quick. Lyft honored me as a Neighborhood Excellence, a Local Hero Award in 2010. And it was a $5,000 grant. I had an opportunity to give it back to another nonprofit organization, so we split it between Women in Transition and Career Wardrobe. Career Wardrobe is the place in Philadelphia that I go get my suits for my interviews. And I have a 4-year-old granddaughter and an 11-year-old grandson, and they call me Mama. They love me unconditionally. This is why I'm here to stay. And tonight, I offer you a charge. I charge you to continue to pursue, to allow people to find their aspirations, to allow people to get through the storm so that they can find themselves. Don't change anything that you're doing. Continue. Continue lifting. Continue being lifters. Even if it means digging a little deeper into your pockets tonight, or if it means adding another 0 onto the check that you're going to write. Do it, because it is not in vain. It will not be in vain. I'm a proud lifter. Please continue. I'd like to thank you all for allowing me to share a bit of my life with you tonight, and ask that you all return to your homes safely. I just have something for patients really quick. I just want to say a very special thank you to Liz and to Cassie, to the Highline Ballroom right here in New York City on the island of Manhattan. And patients, I just want to give you this. Is she here? She has been so patient with me, and I love you dearly, and I'll never forget you. Good night.